How's it going on, everybody? It's your boy Incog back at it again with another video, and this is a 500 sub Ask Me Anything. Yeah, so in my Discord server, I made a whole entire chat called the 500 subs AMA, and yeah, people ask questions. I've put off this video for a long time because I've been busy and depressed. Honestly, depressed mostly, but I guess busy as well. If you guys have noticed, I have my IBL videos, my free-for-all videos, and then just other things in general with life, trying to get a job because I haven't had one for a while, trying to do all this other stuff. But if you're new to the channel, this will probably be an introduction to me. I'm Incog, or Avery for short, depending on what you prefer, and I make Pokemon videos on this channel primarily, and yeah, that's really it. If there's any other videos that I make, you'll probably see them from time to time. But let's go ahead and jump right into it real quick. One of the first few questions I actually saw was, why is Cyndaquil one of your favorite Pokemon? And this one is kind of just like dating back a long time. For most people who don't know, I don't enjoy Gen 2 as much as the next guy. Gen 3 is actually my favorite generation of all time. And Cyndaquil was kind of just like, oh, it was never my first choice, I should say. So originally there was Terrakion, there was Mudkip, and then now there's Cyndaquil and Mudkip. And Cyndaquil, like most Pokemon, is just a really cute little Pokemon. But additionally, for me personally, I felt like it was like, oh, this Pokemon fits more of what I want to use as a mascot moving forward. That being said, I was kind of like just the Mudkip guy. I had the Mudkip everywhere, I had the Mudkip icon, I had a bunch of things Mudkip based. And Cyndaquil, slowly but surely, as I replayed Gen 2 games and as I, decided to just do that because why not, one of the few things that I was actually interested in was okay, can I make this work in LC? And in Gen 7 I did, and that was really dope for me. So from Gen 6 to Gen 7 to Gen 8, obviously Cyndaquil's not in Gen 8 yet, but I got Cyndaquil to work in LC, and I've always been able to get Mudkip to work. But I guess I was just looking for a new mascot and looking for a change up from different name schemes. If you've been around the channel, you know my name has changed 3 separate times. And yeah, so Cyndaquil just ended up becoming my favorite Pokemon. It's also a really cute Pokemon, and we have plushies in my apartment, so that's really cool. So there's that too. If you really want a top 10 list of that, I mean, I can definitely make an FAQ for that on my Twitch page. But yeah, that's the first question. Next question is is there a Pokemon you wish you could remove from the game completely design-wise? If so, what is wrong with the design? Alright, so I have a lot of Pokemon I don't like. Sableye is the biggest one. If you don't know me, Sableye and Mega Sableye combined. But the concept is fine design-wise. The one Pokemon I would remove is Carbink. I don't like it at all. Because even if it still evolved into Diancie, which it doesn't right now, which I don't understand, I really don't enjoy looking at Carbink. I just don't like it. Other Pokemon or other candidates, I suppose, I don't really have many, I guess, because if I had to pick one more, if I had to, I think I would just go with I actually don't know. I haven't really thought about this too much, because there's not a whole lot of Pokemon that I hate design-wise. There's a lot of Pokemon I hate, no doubt. Oh, Alomola. Fuck that thing. That thing looks fucking weird. Looks so weird. But yeah, between Alomola and Carbink, I'd probably remove those two, to be honest with you. But yeah. Let's see. We got another question here from my brother. Hi. How's life out there in Cali? And if you could replay a Pokemon game all over again, which would it be? And then oh no, there's a third one. Got any favorite YouTube channels you've been keeping up with while stuck in quarantine? Okay. Life in California has been fine. It has been an interesting journey to be out here on the West Coast for an extended period of my life, and probably maybe for the rest of my life, we'll see. I don't know. But it's been fine. California is definitely different from New York because the heat is dry rather than humid, and though I hate humid heat more than anybody else could even understand, the dry heat is at least something I can hate too. So I understand why people hate it here. People are a lot more nice, or just nicer in general here. I don't know if it's just something in the water, everyone's just high as shit, but everyone's nicer on the West Coast rather than the East Coast. but I mean, that comes with the territory, I suppose. I don't know. That second question was, if you could replay a Pokemon game all over again, which would it be? Now, for excluding my favorite games of all time, which are Pokemon Black and White and Emerald, I would love to replay X and Y. Having that initial feeling of this is a new game and I didn't know anything about it was like the best feeling in the world for me. So X and Y is definitely like a big game for me personally. Even if it's not that great realistically, being able to play that game fresh and not know anything about it is definitely like top 10 for me, honestly. And then he said favorite channels they've been keeping up with while stuck in quarantine. So 4 to 5 months now. My Dry Bread. It's not My Dry Bread, it's My Dry Bread, or MDB. He's pretty cool. He makes Pokemon Challenge videos and a bunch of content all together. I've been keeping up with that through quarantine. A lot of basketball related videos. B-Souls, Legend of Winning, and a bunch of other those kind of guys. Additionally, Clayton Crowley, I think his name is. He also makes basketball videos as well. I like them a lot. Because that's the kind of content I like to go back to and rewatch. And speaking of rewatching, funny enough, Markiplier's FNAF playlist, surprisingly, though FNAF is one of those kind of games that's like, it's disgusting or whatever it is. Definitely that playlist, just watching it because it's like nostalgia for me, basically. And then, additionally, if I had to pick like another creator, I'd say like just all my friends, realistically, because I watch all my friends' content on replay. So like Kenny, Callum, Ian, Andrew, who asked this question actually, and just in general everybody else. Just like those are just the ones I can name off the top of my head though. But yeah, generally speaking, I've been watching a lot of like sports-based content, and then also like just in general old content, and even my own content that's like older. So I mean, that's what I've been watching recently in quarantine. Next questions: what drives you to create more, and what's your motivation that drives you to make videos and stream? And then favorite cartoon / TV show, or favorite of both? The thing that drives me to keep creating is the fact that I don't really have anything else to do right now. And from a practical standpoint, I don't see this more as a job, I see this more as a hobby. So if I'm having fun, then I'm going to continue to have fun by doing said thing. If I'm not having fun, I will not do it. That's just the short end of it, you know. From a mortality standpoint, I find it that it's very much, I need small accomplishments every day just so I know, hey, I did something today. So that's really the main thing that makes me like, that really pushes me over the edge to keep going. In addition, like, it's just fun for me at the end of the day. The only real motivation that would drive me is the fact that people are watching. Like, if no one was watching my videos, then there's no motivation, right? You can still make videos that have fun, but if there are no views going into it, then why would you ever continue to make content? I guess that varies for different people. For me personally, because people, they're active watchers on my videos, that is like the biggest driver for me to keep going. Like, someone's watching, someone's laughing, and someone's enjoying what I'm making. And that's a very big part of it, honestly. And then favorite cartoon or TV show? Teen Titans. OG Teen Titans. That's easy. Easiest question there. Alright, so let's see. This says 4. Okay. What's some content you want to make in the future? Least favorite Pokemon and why? Favorite game and favorite memory. Okay. Content that I'll be making in the future is more so analysis type videos. So obviously you've seen different people make videos about why they like certain games, or why they like or hate certain regions or rivals. For me, I'm more so looking for just analytical kind of content. So I have a video that will be coming out, I want to say maybe early October, maybe, depends on how money's looking, because I do need to get things commissioned. And it would be a Gen 4 Mega video where I take a lot of Pokemon that evolved via Gen 4 being added to the whole entire Pokemon scene, and using those Pokemon, just giving them Megas. So like, with that being said, I'm trying to figure out the words here. With that being said, like Dusclops would have a Mega, Electabuzz have a Mega, etc., basically. Pokemon that evolved in Gen 4 that previously didn't have like another evolution, basically. So basically taking away the Eviolite and just giving them a Mega, which I think will benefit a lot of them, and some of them are a bit broken. Otherwise, I have videos that I want to plan out for the rest of the year, and then also like into next year. So as a lot of people know, I don't really enjoy Black and White 2. There will definitely be a video about why I don't enjoy that game. And then I'll talk about why X and Y, despite being a hated game, is still a game that I really like for just nostalgia's sake. It's kind of like how people really, really like Gen 2, and I'll still never understand why. But I get it because of nostalgia and different things that were introduced into that game, and maybe the replay values there. That's how I feel about X and Y mostly. And even though it's not an old game by any means, it's still a memorable game for me. Least for Pokemon and Y, Sableye, and this just goes back to just once Sableye got Prankster, it became a menace to society, and Mega Sableye has always been a thorn in my side because for a long time Sableye didn't have any weaknesses, and then it gained the fairy weakness, obviously, and it was just hard to beat overall. It was not a Pokemon that you were beating. Half the time once it got Prankster, because it could taunt, it could Will-O-Wisp, it could recover, and it could just switch out and just stay healthy for the rest of the game. And if your team's not ready for something like that, you're fucked. And Mega Sableye made it worse because now it can Mega and then it bounces back your hazards if you decide to throw them up that turn. That to me was very impactful, and its impact on the metagame is definitely cannot be understated. In just from a non-competitive sense, I just don't like it. I mean, it's a little guy, he's pretty alright, but for me it's more of a competitive Pokemon sense is why I don't like Sableye, or Mega Sableye for that matter as well. Notable candidates is the only other one is Altaria, Mega Altaria. I started to warm up to it again, but ever since then I really haven't, and that's more so because my cousin William had an Altaria that would terrorize me and my brother on Pokemon Battle Revolution, and we connect our Diamond and Pearl games to it. So Mega Altaria and Altaria. Favorite game, if it's not Pokemon Emerald or Pokemon Black and White, if we're excluding Pokemon games in general, because it just says favorite game, I would say Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and 3. Both of them are great, and I used to play those like hell. And all of the NCAA football games, starting from NCAA Football 9 and over. I love those games, and I hope they bring them back one day. And favorite memory, jeez, okay. So there's a few memories I have, and one of my favorite memories is when I first hit, I want to say it was like 200 or 300 subscribers. I want to say it was a low amount of subscribers, and I was walking home from work, and I literally cried my way home because I hit that number. It might have been 100, I think. It might have been 100, and I cried my way home. It was one of the happiest moments that I've been doing YouTube for like 10 to 12 years now, and saw no upward mobility no matter what kind of content I put out. And then as I started doing it more and putting out more content and had more people to reach, as in just my friends out through Discord, I started growing, and I'm at like 520 something, so that's really dope. But yeah, that's one of my favorite memories of all time. And then I have like childhood memories that I have, but yeah, generally that. Okay, this next question. What's a Pokemon ROM hack or fan game that you've changed your opinion on? Light Platinum. I might make a video on that. I don't want to go into it too much, but Light Platinum was one of those fan games that was very much hyped up, and then it wasn't what I thought it was, and nowadays I just look at it in infamy like, damn, this game isn't as great as I think it is. I don't know. I have a lot of opinions about Light Platinum that I don't have written down. Like, I can usually go off the top of my head with things, but not this time. Will you play Pokken? Yeah, sure. We could do that. I'm not very good at the game, though, so I'm not going to do that. Who/what inspired you to do YouTube and Pokemon content? Okay, this is a lot of people, so I'll go with the top 3 people. I don't know why I keep touching my nose. So number 1, Shady Penguin. I used to watch Shady Penguin back in the day. That is the boy that really inspired me to make content, and somebody's videos I used to watch all the time. Shady Penguin, without a doubt. Just banger video after banger video. I love Shady Penguin. I'll always tune into his uploads, I'll always tune into his streams. Even if I don't talk or comment, I'm always there. Like, if I find him streaming, that's it. Nowadays, I kind of like, it's kind of been like, you know, I've kind of drifted away, but I always watch his old content. It's some of the best content in the world, at least for me, nostalgia-wise. Another person who inspired me is my brother. My brother Andrew, or ES Productions, Telly's DX, whatever you know him by, was the person who really started making content within our aunt's house. And, you know, he was always doing something. He made PowerPoint Pokemon videos and other kind of videos. And, you know, it really made me say, if he can do it, I can do it too. Because me and Andrew are like joint at the hip, basically. So he was my main inspiration as well for making videos, because if there's anyone else who could inspire me, it's the person that I would see doing it live. You know, you don't really get to see the process behind a lot of people's content or around a lot of people and how they make their content. But Andrew's content was definitely like something that I saw happen in real time, and I still have an appreciation for it to this day. And without him, man, I don't even know. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know where I'd be if I never got to really watch him make content and then make my own content and then eventually get to the point where I am now. So definitely my brother. And then number 3, one of the people who really, really inspired me, and just in general, was definitely somebody that I got to talk to. Hoodlum Scrafty, Hoodlum Callum, or just Callum in general. The reason is because, like, I used to watch Callum's videos back when he was like Shiny Shaman or something like that, and a bunch of other names that Callum has had. But because me and him are around the same-ish age, it made me feel like, wow, you know, this is a guy who is just doing it. And he's my age. So, like, whenever I see people who are my age or around my age making content, that tells me, like, bro, you can do that if you put your mind to it. And that also drives me as well. If someone my age is doing the same thing, is doing something that I could be doing as well, and I look at that and I say, that looks really cool, I want to try that, I'm going to do it. But you also have the dedication, and you also have to have that mentality to really hit the ground running and start doing it. So for me, when I saw Callum's content, I was like, damn, this shit goes hard. Like, I really like this content, and that's what really also inspired me to really just keep going with my content. And realistically, those are the 3 people: Shady Penguin, Callum, and Andrew. Just those 3. In no specific order either, I would say. Because definitely, I think Andrew would probably be at the top of that list, though, if I had to guess, because he's my brother, and he's the first person I really got to see make content for real, for real. Best FFA moment from the top of your head. Oh, God. There's a lot of moments, and I've been in a lot of FFAs, to say the least. I think the first one I was in with Kenny will always be the one I cherish the most. On Kenny's channel, it has a mill tank and my mudkip at the end of it, and you could probably find it. And Kenny basically just doesn't attack me, like, off and on, while I'm trying to use counter with my mudkip, and he's power-up punching with Sirloin. It's a really nice FFA, and it's the first one I think I was a part of on his channel, and definitely a really funny one. But a lot of the FFAs I do with Kenny are, like, really memorable. Even, like, ones that you may not find that are like, oh, this isn't very significant. But yeah, a lot of those are memorable. A lot of the ones I did with Duncan were very memorable. Those are great as well. I don't think there was any specifically that I would say are, like, crazy memorable besides the Phantom Thieves one. The Phantom Thieves one is a really dope one where my computer, my laptop, is unable to really run quickly with Citra. So we were in call for maybe 2 to 3 hours doing that. And that will always be a really funny one as well. But yeah, those FFAs and a bunch of Kenny FFAs realistically are very memorable to me. Alright, so another question. What's your favorite flavor of number in the alphabet? Parenthesis sign. It's really delicious. If you could, would you try to pursue more in voice acting? Yes. I'll always be looking out for opportunities, but because my mind is set to do, like, my content first and other things second, like, my life comes first than getting a job. But content is first when it comes to content and voice acting, because voice acting is a little bit more unpredictable. With content, I can at least produce something and I can put stuff out like 4 days a week, and at least I'm guaranteed to get some sort of, like, I guess, serotonin out of it, I don't know. Or something out of it, but yeah, no. Content always comes first for me, personally, but I will definitely try to pursue more voice acting. If you're ever looking for a guy who has a deeper voice and can do voices, you got yourself me. So yeah. So that will do it for the 500 sub Ask Me Anything. This has been a very long video, and if this is your first video, please enjoy the content that you can find on my channel. I have a playlist that will be in the iCard on the right side, right here, somewhere over there. It's called I Think These Are Neat. These are videos that are like really, really good videos that I really like, and I appreciate them because they're very funny. And I also recommend them to anybody who's new to my channel. If you're not new, hi, how's it going? Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did like it, leave a like, comment, subscribe today if you're new. Check out people who I've mentioned in this video, my inspirations and such, down below, and check out my friends' content as well, because a lot of them are really good people. And for me, Incog or Avery, goodbye, and hopefully you have a nice day.